Hello, and welcome to Let's Talk About It.
A lethal dose is in here. Who gets it, I won't know.
Scary that it can be put into anything when you can't even see it or notice it.
Hello, and welcome to Let's Talk About It, bringing topics, guests, and issues from near and far.
Jarrel Jordan, the founding executive director for Jacob's Ladder Youth Foundation. My background is it's all about Prince George's County, Maryland. I grew up in Prince George's County. I was educated in Prince George's County and was always employed in Prince George's County. So I have a tremendous amount of passion for Prince George's County, Maryland. Served 23 years with the Prince George's County Police Department. I retired in 2019. Started the Jacob's Ladder Youth Foundation in 2016. That's when we started with the programming, and that's when we received our tax exempt status, and we're doing great work in the community. Jacob's Ladder Youth Foundation. Our mission is to educate and reduce the number of juveniles entering and returning to the juvenile justice system. All of our programs emphasize character building, productive futures, and most of all, hope. Our target population are juveniles that have high numbers of absenteeism, truancy, school discipline, juveniles that display destructive patterns of destructive behavior, and also juveniles that's either currently in detention or is going to return back home into the community from detention. We have several programs within Jacob's Ladder. We have our diversion program, where juveniles come to us after school and on weekends because they have serious behavioral problems and either facing suspensions or school expulsions. We have our Juvenile Reentry program, and that's for juveniles that's either currently detained in a juvenile facility or that's going to be recently released. And that program is just to provide them successful techniques to return back to the community. We have our Junior Workforce Academy, where we just emphasize the mindset of having a career, being employed, and entrepreneurship. Within the Juvenile Workforce Academy, we also teach financial literacy and entrepreneurship. We recently started with our Trade Career Academy, where we're introducing various trades to our youth, to the participants. We're starting off with a carpentry demonstration. Right now they're having a hands-on programs and presentations with carpentry. In December, we're going to introduce an electrician to them so they can learn the electrical trade. We'll also have IT and aviation in early January of 2023. Well, I started Jacob's Ladder just because of my heart for the youth. Before I was a police officer, I was a school teacher at Potomac High School in Prince George's County, Maryland, in Oxon Hill, and a basketball coach. I've always been a youth coach, so my heart is for the youth, their overall development, their futures. So when I was with the Prince George's County Police Department, spent several years in the homicide division and in the robbery division. And it was a common denominator with young kids that were either the victim of crimes or committing the crimes with the problems that they were having in their households, in their neighborhoods, their communities, and just not doing well in school. So I just took it was a personal challenge for me, just to help the future generations to understand what they needed to do to be successful in life. Oh, several success stories. One young man that we had, he came to our program in middle school because he was facing expulsion for several fights that he was having. So he joined our program. We introduced him to boxing. We have a boxing program within Jacob's Ladder. He found a lot of passion when it came down to boxing. He started an amateur boxing career. He still has an amateur boxing career, doing very well. This was about 6 or 7 years ago, so he's graduated from college. He went to Prince George's Community College and has his associate's degree. He learned the electrical trade. He's a certified electrician, and the good thing about it is he's our building electrician. So he comes back to our building and services our electrical needs. So that's just one story of many, but he just highlights the success stories from our program.
Put this in there, and you're gonna take another one, put it in here, and run the strip of wire, just like we did this one. And run it from here to here. And that's gonna be the plug. The wire I'm gonna get.
Most hiring algorithms would scream me out.
Some bosses couldn't see me as a leader.
I've run this place for 20 years, but I still need to prove that I'm more than what you see on paper.
I've been writing code as long as I've been able to reach a keyboard.
This is what I do. It's second nature for me, coordinating 100 details at once.
The way my mind works, I have a very mechanical brain.
I sold them on my skills.
You gotta be so good they can't ignore you.
My magic is
Analytics and empathy. That's how I'm getting clients. You have to have the confidence in yourself to show up and defy the odds.
I'm more than who I am on paper.
I never got a college degree. And today, I'm the CEO of my own company. People want to tell me I'm one in a million, when actually I'm one of millions. Stars are all around us. It's time for them to shine.
In the society that we were brought up in, it's very hard on little black boys. You have to navigate feelings and emotions so the world don't get you.
Sometimes when I cry, I won't know how I'm feeling or why I'm crying.
I just grew up never feeling like it was okay to cry.
Yeah.
And so he really forced me to have to reconnect with the kid that didn't get to cry.
That's beautiful.
We don't cry, we gon' take our piece of the pie.
Welcome back to Let's Talk About It.
For our future plans, I would like to open up a certified trade academy. We have a building next door to our current office, and I would like for that to be a certified trade school, just to make sure that the juveniles are being introduced to certain trades in life that'll help them be self-sustainable and successful in kind of careers and entrepreneurship. Jacob's Ladder is having a tremendous impact on the community in several different ways. And recently, we just went through a high spike of crimes in the fall here in Prince George's County. So we were able to increase our programming to assist with juveniles being out late night during the curfew. The curfew laws were being enforced. So our programming allowed juveniles to have a safe space and to have some productive time instead of just being out in the community, and that helped reduce crime. The community can help in several different ways. Within the business community, any kind of internships or apprenticeships will be great. Summer jobs or seasonal jobs for our participants will be good. Also, any kind of additional training for their older siblings and parents, that would be greatly appreciated. From the individuals in the community, again, we are a 501c3. We're a grassroots organization. I took on a business like Jacob's Ladder, being a 501, just to have more of an impact in the community. It's very important to strengthen our community. It's very important to show future generations and our current stakeholders the importance of strengthening our community. I do believe in keeping all of our money in our community for as long as we can. And I had the skills, the abilities, the knowledge, and the courage to do so, and I wanted to share that with my entire community. Yes, potential trade careers that we're exposing our participants to, carpentry. We're currently doing carpentry. We'll be doing electrical. We had an electrical presentation over the summer. Kids really enjoyed it. They learned how to pretty much wire a house. They learned the basic fundamentals of how to wire a house, which is extremely important. And the trades that we're introducing our children to will help them be sustainable in life, first of all. It can give them an additional trade, because trade careers in the next decade is going to increase tremendously. So this will help them to be marketable if they decide to pursue trade careers. And also this can help out with their mindset of entrepreneurship. A lot of tradesmen, they do very well for themselves in the business world as entrepreneurs. We'll be introducing them to aviation, culinary. We have several other different trades that we're talking about right now to bring into the program. But it's all about exposure. It's all about exposure so our kids can just have a different pathways and understanding and truly understand what their passions are.
Come on, money. Come on, give me the money. Come on. Come on, Mace. Right here. How you guys do? Oh, Chris, you done messed up, dog. Oh, you done messed up, Chris. You done messed up, Chris. Hey, Chris. Go get the money. Go get the money. Sit back down, Chris. Yeah. You might that's good math right there. That's good math right there.
Yes, Jacob's Ladder primarily works in the DMV area, the District, Maryland, and Northern Virginia areas. And primarily within that in Prince George's County. We are 501c3, so it doesn't limit us. We don't have any kind of boundaries that we need to adhere to. So we do plan on offering services in other areas of Maryland, again, within the District of Columbia, within Virginia, and not just there, but international. We can take our program internationally and make sure that everybody's getting the important information that we're providing. Always leave our youth with one important aspect that we always introduce as well, and that's with our youth identifying and recognizing their passions. And in life, the earlier you do that, the earlier you can understand what your purpose is, what your purpose is in life, and that just allows you to get in your lane, stay in your lane, and once you understand that, you realize that, stay out of trouble. There's no stopping you. The sky's the limit for you and your future and for your future generations. You can always reach out and stay connected with us through social media. Our Twitter is _@JacobsLadder. By Instagram and Facebook @JacobsLadderYouth. In 2023, we're going to start parenting sessions with our participants. So for now, when we have programming, the juveniles come to us by way of their parents and or with the Department of Juvenile Services with the state of Maryland. So for the parents, we're encouraging them to be active participants with the sessions, and we're going to break them off into a parenting session that will be provided by the Prince George's County Department of Health and also community advocates for family and youth. That's CAFE. They'll be providing the parent sessions. We'll be having incentives for the parents to come out and join and truly learn how to be parents, which is very important. Right now, again, with the high level of crime that we're having with the juveniles and not just a crime, but just in life to be successful, we want to make sure that the parents have all the necessary tools that they need to be great parents, and we're going to provide those services as well, just to make sure that we're reaching everybody in a very holistic way. We have a wonderful board of directors, and they're extremely involved with our program and in the community. We have tremendous volunteers other than the board of directors, and they serve as my director of Juvenile Reentry and a community liaison. Right now, we are preparing for our annual Stuffer Truck. And Jacob's Ladder is always a partner with Prince George's County government and a sponsor, and we'll be feeding over 2,000 families in Prince George's County for Thanksgiving with turkey and food baskets. During the Christmas holiday season, we help feed an additional 2,000 families in Prince George's County. And when I say families, these are deserving families in Prince George's County, the ones that need the food the most. We assist on a regular basis with infant supplies when it comes down to baby formula. We're going to pick up some baby formula from one of our partners in Baltimore later this week. We're going to issue out and give away some boots for children this winter. We've adopted several elementary schools. That's inside the beltway of Prince George's County, the schools that need it the most. We partner with the Vento program within Prince George's County. And the Vento program, V-E-N-T-O, they emphasize and focus on the homeless population of the students in Prince George's County. We also partner with the Prince George's County Football's Coaches Association. So with all 21 high schools, we partner with those associations to provide our academic enrichment program. With that, we provide tutoring and SAT prep to try to help and assist with the student athletes to receive and be eligible for scholarships. So our partnership is very important in the county and the state of Maryland. We focus again on a lot of high poverty areas. The United Communities Against Poverty, UCAP, is one of our main partners. We help out in their food pantry and help out with food distribution in the areas that need it the most. And we just continue to pour back into our wonderful community because that's what we're about and that's what we do on a regular basis. During the summer months, we focus on summer camps, and we call our summer camps All About the Benjamins, which focuses on financial literacy, and teenpreneurs. It's much like a Shark Tank for teenagers that have businesses. Two of the local businesses here in Fort Washington actually come through and hire some of our kids for summer employment once they successfully go through the program. And we found that to be beneficial for our participants, but for also the stores that hire our kids. And with our Shark Tank program, again, local stores in the area hire our kids once they successfully get through the program. When they come to us, again, these are teenpreneurs. They already have started businesses. They have teen businesses. So what we do is help them hone their skills. And we have a lot of skills that we teach them as far as branding and marketing, as far as how to pitch their business. During Shark Tank, we bring in a person from Toastmasters to teach them how to properly present their businesses and how to properly present themselves when they're introducing their product and giving their presentation on their product. Towards the end, at the very end of the program, we bring their families in and then they pitch their product in front of our board of directors. From that, the board of directors will always give donations for their businesses when they come in so they can continue with their businesses, as far as products, as far as any kind of money, as far as any kind of in-kind gifts that we can give them from some of our partners, such as videography, such as any kind of costumes, such as any kind of produce and products to help them with their current business. A lot of times, especially the young ladies that come through, they like to bake treats. Okay, we have one young man, he has a lemonade stand. He started when he was 8 years old. He's now 14. He attends Gwynn Park High School. We helped him actually get into 2 local eateries. So he has his lemonades in 2 local eateries. One of the young lady that bakes, she does treats. She's in one of the well-known establishments in Prince George's County called Spizzy's. It's an eatery in Prince George's County. So our Shark Tank program is expanding, again, because they're learning how to expand on their current business. We teach them ways to expand on any other future businesses that they might think of. But then we also introduce them to stores, our community, for further support. It's a wonderful program. It's very engaging. It's very interactive. We do those on Saturday afternoons, 4 times a year.
But you really did just spark my interest in just something just like him, mature beyond her 15 years of age. You can hear that when she was talking, okay? So, I thank you for that. Thank you for everything, okay? Mom, I thank you. I mean, we saw each other again over the summer, and I said just how impressed I was. So just, coming back and being part of the program, okay? And this is a travel part, okay? We brought back some folks who came to us during the summer, all right, that had businesses, expressed interest in business. Kumora reached out, we included her too. So we plan on expanding this, okay? We're not gonna stop now, we're gonna expand this thing and get some support.
Let me tell you what's happened here. So over the course of the last several weeks, these young entrepreneurs have been going through a series of training, including Toastmasters and a few other things, budget, and how to write and how to present. And so now today is presentation day, and Jacob's Ladder is going to be sponsoring getting their businesses actually set up, their LLCs established, and we'll have a winner from today's presentation. So excited for these young entrepreneurs, really excited to be able to bring this to the community and to inspire young people to use the talents and gifts that God has given them in order to bring forth the things that they want to do. And so we're going to help them along the way as much as we can. And so if you want us to continue to support Jacob's Ladder Youth Foundation, you can do it through your CFC donations. You can look on our page and find our information for that. You can support by your service, your time, and any other resources that you have that you want to bring here. So thank you so much for tuning in for a little bit of what's happening today. And we'll let you know who the winners are.
Come on, money. Come on, give me the money. Come on.
Come on, Right. How you like it? Oh, Chris, you done messed up, dog. Oh, you done messed up, Chris. You done messed up, Chris. Hey, Chris.
Go get the money. Go get the money.
Sit back down, Chris.
Yeah. You might as well sit back down. That's good math right there. That's good math right there.
And tonight we're going to continue with our carpentry session. We have a certified carpenter. He'll come in and they'll actually be going hands-on doing a demonstration with whatever he has planned. I'm not too sure what he might have planned, but tonight will be hands-on with the equipment. Last time we had the carpenter here, he introduced the different careers within carpentry to the guys. He talked about different salaries. He talked to them about how to measure a room to make sure you know how to get the square footage. He talked to them about subcontracting and contracting and just all the dynamics and aspects that came down to carpentry. So tonight's going to be a very exciting night, extremely dynamic. It'll be hands-on. When the guys come in, they look forward to putting the gloves on and doing some work. They'll be cutting wood, they'll be sawing wood, they'll be banging nails in the wood, so it's going to be a lot of fun. So we getting into it, man. We're asking questions, we're being engaged, all right? We're here to learn. Y'all got it? We're here to learn. Hey, one thing I wrote up here we want to talk about real quick, okay? Just as we wait on a few other folks to come and as you eat your sandwiches, is the school to prison pipeline, all right? I want to talk to you all about it just real quick. How many of y'all are familiar with that term? School to prison pipeline. Anybody ever heard of it? No? Anybody want to take a stab at what it might mean?
You do the littlest thing. You know, you can't get back into school because you did something wrong at school. So guess what? You home, not getting educated, those adolescent thoughts, hanging out with your friends. Next thing you know, send the little up to PO. Or worse, you're detained because you did something outrageous. You know, so let's think about those things. It's real. It's not a myth. It's not a myth.
All right. Hey, look. So school to prison pipeline, and we're here to learn you all. That's what we're doing. Trade careers. All right. You all need to get learned up. Just don't rely on the education system, teachers. Okay. To spoon feed you information. Okay. Go get the information. You have the internet. You all have cell phones. Okay. Get the information. Do your own research. Make sure you understand and learn trades. All right. This is going to disrupt. This is going to avoid going to school to prison, okay? Because you all have something to do. You all have something productive to do. You all have something structured to do. Y'all got it? This is what happens. So they put you to sleep, okay? So you in school, you pull out the cell phone, they kick you out, they putting you to sleep, all right? Go on home, be lazy, all right? Play the game all day long, okay? Now you're 15, 16, all right? Now you starting doing some little stuff you shouldn't be doing, okay? Now you're getting older, now you're in criminal activities. You see how it goes? This thing is progressive. So you gotta learn stuff, all right? So when Urban is teaching you all carpentry, okay? When we start doing electrical, HVAC, we got IT. We had to cancel IT last week because of the elections. IT, okay? We're trying to get like an aviation. We're trying to throw everything we can at you, all right? We're gonna disrupt this thing. We're gonna disrupt this school to prison pipeline. And we're gonna have choices, okay? Y'all got it? That's what this thing's about. It's about having an option in life, okay?
I don't care what these rappers say. It's not cool. Prison is not cool. There's nothing about prison that's cool. There's nothing about, there's nothing about killing a person that's cool. There's nothing about taking nobody's car is cool. I went to jail for taking somebody's car. 135 years. Just think about it. You are, who's 17? Anybody in 17?
I'm gonna turn 17 next year.
You're gonna turn 17 next year. 17, when I turned 17, I went to prison. I turned 17 March 30th, May 16th, they locked me up. I came home, I was 49 years old.
Let's Talk About It is here to communicate, educate, motivate, uplift, and inspire people all over the world. See you next time. Let's talk about it.